we go. Hey there, everybody, it's Nasty here again. Welcome back. Next episode of the Buzzards franchise, number 6. Last episode in the regular season finale, we beat the Buzzards easily 8-3, clinching ourselves the 4th seed in the playoffs, and also costing the Overdogs the division title, as with that loss, the Crocodiles were able to win out and tie atop the division and win by a run differential tiebreaker. So with that, coming into the playoffs here, we are now here's a look at the bracket. We are the 4th seed. We are having a playoff rematch from last season against the number 1 seeded Grapplers. Ironically, it is the exact same matchup, 1 versus 4. We knocked the Grapplers out in round 1 last season in 3 games, as we won games 1 and 3 of that series, both on the road to do it. Can we make history repeat itself? Well, the only way to find out is to play the series. Before we jump in, we kept the roster the exact same from the regular season, with one change. We released rookie backup third baseman Raphael Loins, who only went 1 for 11 in the regular season as a hitter off the bench, and upgraded our shortstop position, bringing in second-year player Jameer Shoei, who has yet to prove himself here in the league, batting on the low end of the 200s for his career. However, he has been on 2 losing teams here to start his year. Last year he was with the Moonstars, who failed to make the playoffs, and they cut him before the end of the year. And this season he was on the Platypi, who also had no shot of making the playoffs, and they cut him at the end of game 14 with 2 games left to play in the season. So we bring in the young shortstop to see if he can prove himself. If he is on a winning club, he will be our primary shortstop going into the postseason over the village idiot Baca Boyd, who unfortunately is just not that good of a hitter. Boyd is an alright fielder with a decent arm and below average speed, but he can't hit. Even with his 2 traits, he's abysmal hitting wise. So Shoei, who is a better hitter, more complete hitter overall, he's going to get the shot. Alrighty, let us jump into our first game here in the playoffs. Let's sim up and see how the other matchups shake out. Moose take the lead against the Moonstars 5-1 as they win on the road. Hot Corners rally back to beat the Wild Pigs 9-5 at home as the top seed takes the advantage. Overdogs then manage to get revenge on the Crocs, winning 5-2 as they take a 1-0 lead here. Alrighty, and that is going to set us up here. That is not going to be our pitcher. I'm going to change that real quick. Yes, we do need to change this pitching stuff, so I will do that real quick. There we go. That's who should be starting game 1. We're going to let Griffith take game 2. But yes, here's the pitching matchup for the first game here in the playoffs. It will be the Aces. Left-hander Jude Hokey for us in his 5th season. And on the mound for the Grapplers, it is Brooklyn Gonzalez. I don't know what year she's in her career, but she's been an ace for a couple of seasons now. She was an ace for the Overdogs the past couple of years. This is her first year with the Grapplers. Alrighty, here we go. Lineup for today's game. Leading off will be out in center field. Wait a minute. I didn't set the lineup. There we go. Now it is set. And yes, Hoki's going to be starting. Okay, there we go. Now we're set. Lineup for the playoffs looks like this. Leading off is the head of the class, Diaz, second-year second baseman. Following him is the new man on campus, Jameer Shoei, the shortstop. Batting third is third-year out right fielder, Rory Worrymore. Batting fourth out in left field, 6th-year veteran, Buck Big Country Swiner. Batting 5th behind the dish, it is going to be Burnout Burn Oliver. He will be batting 5th, having sat out the last couple of games in the regular season. I believe he sat out the last 4 games, partly due to injury and also because Jaden Norris absolutely tore the cover off the ball. Batting 6th out in center field is third-year player outfield the Wink Winkelson. Batting 7th at first base it is third-year player Merriam DDP Doherty. Batting 8th is 4th-year man Ed the Man Manning. And batting 9th is the pitcher Hokie. Let's jump in here to game 1 here of the series. And for those of you new to my series here and have not watched a playoff series before, when I record, instead of going episode, like 1 game at a time per episode, I run the whole thing through in one big episode because it's a partial combination of I don't know how to properly edit videos and also because I am lazy. So, keep that in mind as we move forward. Let's get it on here. Diaz, Shoei, and Worrymore will be up first here against Gonzalez. Leading off is second-year second baseman, head of the class Diaz, who was the team leader in batting average and RBIs here in the regular season. He was also the league leader in average for the year, so he did win the batting title. On the year for Gonzalez, here's a look at her numbers in the regular season. She went 3-0 in her 4 starts, 1.23 ERA and an 0.95 WHIP, 4 earned runs given up in her 4 starts, totaling 29 and a third innings, so averaging over 7 and a third innings a start, 24 hits surrendered, no homers, 4 walks. She struck out 25, hit 1 batter, and threw a complete game shutout to boot. Batting average against on the year for Gonzalez, .222, as she has a return to form this year in her first with the Grapplers organization. When we played the Grapplers this year, we did not play Gonzalez. We played Lover Kim, who is now on the Overdogs roster as their number 4 pitcher. So Lover Kim beat us in that start. Grapplers then released him to bring back their former ace, Perd Lovelorn. And then Kim got picked up by the Overdogs, who we beat in the regular season finale to sneak into the playoffs as the 4 seed. So it came full circle, kind of. Let's get it on. Fastball in there. The letters were underway. Outside changeup, 1-1 to Diaz. Slider down and in, strike called. 1-2 the count. Chased it inside. 1-2 still the count here. Slider away, Diaz fists it into right field, into the sliding glove of Bambino, who makes a nice catch, 1 down. Next up, new addition to the team, second-year shortstop Jameer Shoei. Ironically, it was between Shoei and Baca Boyd, for who we would sign 2 years ago as our primary shortstop. We ended up choosing Baca Boyd. Shoei went on to play for the Moonstars in his rookie year. He got released. He didn't hit particularly well. And then this season, he played for the Platypi, he hit under 200. He hit 184 and was released before the playoffs. So we picked him up to be our new starter at shortstop because he is a much better hitter compared to Baca Boyd, ratings-wise. Fast changeup in the dirt from Gonzalez, ball 1. Inside changeup, 2-0 the count to Shoei. Takes a changeup in the dirt, 3-0. Slider inside, nip the corner, 3-1 the count. Fastball middle in, Shoei pops it up, shallow left center field, coming on charging his windy wheels, and the center fielder will put it away, 2 down. Base is empty for Worry Less, Spill Worrymore, the third-year right fielder. Slider down and in low, ball 1. Fastball middle in, lined into right field, base hit for Worry Less, and that will be our first playoff hit off his bat, as that 2-out single will keep the inning alive here in the first. And that will bring up 6th-year veteran left fielder Buck Big Country Swiner. First 2 years were with the Moose for Buck. He's played 4 years with us here in the league. Slider inside, ball 1. Become a mainstay out there in left field. Changeup outside, 2-0 the count. Low heater, 3-0 to Buck. Fastball high, ball 4, and that is a 4-pitch walk as Swiner will work his way on. Good plate discipline there. 2 on and none down now for third-year catcher Burn Oliver, and Gonzalez blew her arm out when she threw that pitch. It sailed high, and she felt something go in her arm, and that was not good. That was her elbow. She's going to need Tommy John surgery. We might not see her in the playoffs the rest of the way. Oh, that is bad news for the Grapplers, who lean a lot on their pitching staff. They now have to turn it over to the bullpen with only 2 outs in the first inning. Coming out of the bullpen is their OG reliever, 6th-year man, Mac Gunn. Facing Burn Oliver. Reason I call him Burnout is because Burnout is historically bad with his RBI man trait active. He almost never succeeds. In fact, in this regular season, he hit only .250, and he only hit 1 homer with 2 RBIs all season, and he was our primary catcher. Yes, the nickname Burnout is sufficient. Can change all that with a hit here as he takes a fastball down and in from Gunn, 0-1. Curveball outside, he'll bloop it into center field. That might get it done. Coming around third is Worry Less. He's gonna score. RBI single for Burnout, 1-0 as Swiner gets to third. Runners at the corners now for third-year center fielder outfield, the Winkelson. Bit of a down year for Winkelson. He only hit about .270 on the year. Normally he hits over .400. So it was a bit of a down year for him, also partly due to because he was injured again. He tweaked his groin in the beginning of the half of the year, and he never quite recovered. Strike in there on the heater, 0-1 from Gunn. Fastball inside, broken bat, pop fly down the right field line. Coming on Bambino, he will get there, and that will end the inning. Buzzards, though, get a lead here as they get an RBI single from Burnout. 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Wheels, Cracker, and Liner due up here for the Grapplers against 5th-year pitcher Jude Hokie. Center fielder Windy Wheels is leading off. Sixth-year man is going to be at the top of the Grapplers lineup today. Looking at the Grapplers lineup after Wheels, it is sixth-year player Jack Cracker, the left fielder. Then it is third baseman, another sixth-year man, Hack Liner. Then sixth-year veteran, OG right fielder, Hoven Bambino, in his second stint with the Grapplers. He is in his second year here with his second stint. He played 3 with them, left in year 4, came back in year 5, and now here he is in year 6. Batting fifth, OG first baseman Devin Godsendes, who's never left the team. Same with OG second baseman Zoom De La Cruz. Batting seventh is third-year shortstop Alana Willis. Batting eighth is fifth-year catcher Bryson Muddywater. And batting ninth is the pitcher Mac Gunn. A lot of veterans here in the lineup for the Grapplers. Definitely having experience on their side here. Here's a look at Hokie's numbers in the regular season. It was a down year for Hokie. Our ace only went 1-1. He had a 7.17 ERA and a 2.02 WHIP. He gave up 17 earned runs. 4 starts, he threw 21 in the third innings, so he only averaged just over 5 in the third innings a start. 38 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 1 wild pitch, 5 walks, 19 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 384. Hokie did have a down year in his final start. He was pitching hurt, still recovering from Tommy John surgery, which he blew out. He blew his elbow out in the third start of the year. Rarely ever got past 5 innings this year, gave up a fuck ton of hits, and he also only struck out half as many batters as he did last season when he was the strikeout king at 38. So looking to bounce back here in the postseason as he's fully healed up from his elbow injury. Curveball at the knees, strike called there to Wheels, 0-1. Four-seamer away is popped up foul on the first base side. Daugherty giving chase. She's not going to get there. She has no wheels. That is a foul ball, 0-2 the count. Came in active here for Wheels, or Hokie. Changed it down and then blew it by him as he's out in front. First punch out of the postseason for Hokie. That'll bring up left fielder Jack Cracker in his 4th year here with the Grapplers. Played his first 2 with the Jacks and then came over here. First pitch curveball down and away. Check swing low, 1-0. Slider away, below the knees, 2-0. Change up inside. Chopper in the hole to first. Daugherty there. Backhands it. Flips to Hokie. In time. 2 down. Base is empty here for 6th-year player Hack Liner in his 3rd year here with the Grapplers. Or, sorry, 2nd year with the Grapplers. He played 4 with the Wide Loads, his OG team. Fastball at the knees. Check swing strike. 0-1. Slider up and in. High. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Four-seamer away. Check swing outside. Good take from Liner. 2-2. Change it down and away. Low. Full count. A little bit outside as well. Slider down and in. Fouled off by Liner. We'll do it again. Four-seamer down and away. Line to second. Diaz dives over his glove into right field. Base hit for Liner. That 2-out hit will keep the inning alive. Probably would have caught it if I didn't dive, but oh well. Hindsight 2020 there, and that'll bring up 6th-year player Hoven Bambino, right fielder, getting his first at-bat of the game here, looking to keep the inning alive. First pitch fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Change up and away. Line by Bambino, right center field. That's going to be in the gap, and that'll be extra bases for the veteran. Mortimer misplays it, and that's going to be an RBI double triple here as he's going to run it out to third. We're tied at 1 on the misplay, and Bambino is hurt sliding into third base. Now to bring up first baseman Devin Godsendes with the RBI chance. Bambino tweaked his groin, sliding into third. Little discomfort there for Bambino, but he's letting the coaching staff he wants to stay in, so we'll see how long they let him. First pitch to Godsendes, a fastball away. Lined left center field, that's going to split the gap, and 1 hop to the wall. Godsendes will drive him in as he just has to walk home. Double for Godsendes. It is 2-1 Grapplers. Hokie now tense. Now to bring up De La Cruz, second baseman, getting her first at bat of the game. Another OG member of the lineup. Fastball blown by her, 0-1 as Hokie already tense here in the first inning, not having a great start. Curveball down and in, low in the dirt, 1-1. Change it down and away, outside, 2-1. Fastball up and in, swung through it, 2-2 the count. Slider away. De La Cruz pops it up, shallow center field. Winkelson coming on. He'll call off Diaz, and Winkle put it away. That will end the inning, but the Buzzards drop 2 as Grapplers hit 2 RBI extra base hits to drive in their 2 runs to take the lead. 2-1 the score to the second. Doherty, Manning, and Hokie due up. Here is DDP, the third-year first baseman, batting in the 7th slot today. And Bambino is taken out here after finishing his tour of the bases in the first inning. Coming on as their fourth outfielder on the Grapplers roster, another OG member, Marco DeMarco, will be taking over duties in right field. Fastball outside, ball 1. So the Grapplers already down 2 starters today. Obviously, ace Brooklyn Gonzalez blew out her elbow. She now needs Tommy John surgery, and they just lost Bambino to a groin injury. Curveball on the dirt, check swing to Doherty, 2-0 the count. Fastball blew it by her at the letters, 2-1. Blew it by her again, 2-2 as K-Man activates here for Gunn. Cutter up and in, skied into center. Wheels back a few steps there. He will put it away. 1 out. Next up is going to be third baseman, 4th-year man, Ed the Man Manning. Batting in the 8th slot today. Good year for Ed in his first full-time year as a starter. He hit over 370 and drove in 7 runs here at the bottom of the lineup. Solid year for him as he takes cutter down and away at the knees for a strike. 0-1. In there with the cutter, 0-2 from Gunn. Fastball at the knees, Mannings pops it up. Middle center field. Wheels in a few steps, he will put it away. 2 down. Now to bring up the pitcher, Hokie, who's back to neutral mojo after escaping last inning's jam. Looking to extend the inning here with another 2-out hit. Cutter down, chop foul, 0-1. Throw down and away, grounder to second, right at De La Cruz. She'll make the play to first in time, 1-2-3 inning for Gunn. Bottom 2, it is 2-1. Willis, Muddywater, and Gunn do up here against Hokie. Leading off his 3rd-year shortstop, Alana Willis. All 3 of her years she's played with the Grapplers here in the league. First pitch fastball down the middle, blew it by her, 0-1. Willis is not particularly known for being a good hitter, but she does have a fantastic glove there at the shortstop position. Curveball outside, misses, 2-0 the count. Change it down and in, line to first, right at Doherty, 1 out. That'll bring up 5th-year catcher Bryson Muddywater, arguably the weakest hitter on the entire roster, but he's still their best catcher, surprisingly. Solid glove back there, but nothing to sneeze at. Versus fastball middle in, strike called, 0-1. Slider and away, grounded at the middle, base hit into right center field, and Muddywater will reach with a 1-out single, which will bring up Matt Gunn in the bunt situation. There's Matt Gunn, first bat of the postseason for Gunn. First fastball down the middle, bunt is down. Back to Hokie, he'll go to first with it. Sacrifice is successful for Gunn. 2 down as Muddywater in scoring position for Windy Wheels, who struck out swinging his first time up. He is 0-1. First pitch changeup at the knees. Lined up the middle, past the diving Diaz into right center. Wheels will deliver the clutch 2-out single as that will get the run in. It is 3-1 Grapplers. As they keep the pressure on, and that'll bring up Jack Cracker, 0-1. Grounded out to first base his first time up. First pitch to him, a curveball down in the way. Wheels takes off on the first pitch, throw down is late. Easy stolen base for Wheels on the off-speed pitch, his first attempt of the postseason. He is 1-1. Hey, one boy, how's it going? Well, it's only the first game of the playoffs. Let's think about it rationally here. Fastball down, chopped at the middle. Diaz dives, cuts it off, fires to first. In time, nice play by head of the class to get us out of that jam. Grapplers, though, get another run thanks to Wheels' 2-out single. To the third, it is 3-1 Grapplers. Diaz, Shoei, and Worrymore do up. Leading off is the head of the class, 0-1 today. Looking to start something here against the reliever Gunn. And look at the bright side, one boy. You already missed 2 big injuries that happened to the Grapplers in the first inning. They lost their ace, Brooklyn Gonzalez. She blew out her elbow in the first inning. Oh, no. We just needed to win our last game, and the B-Wolves needed to lose one of their last 2, which they did. They lost both, actually. But yeah, Grapplers already lost their ace. Gonzalez blew out her arm in the first inning. She threw a fastball way high, and, it kind of just cracked it. And then they lost Helvin Bambino. He tweaked his groin running the bases on a triple. Fastball down and in is low from Gunn. 1-1. Want to know the count here to Diaz. Cutter high, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Cutter outside, ball 4. Second walk of the game for the Grapplers pitching staff. First for Gunn. Leadoff man on here for Jameer Shoei, the new shortstop in town. Taking over for the Village Idiot. Cutter up at the letter, strike called, 0-1. Yeah, basically. That's basically what happened. Yeah, but Shoei's here, yeah. Shoei's here, Boyd is on the bench. He is not gone. We got rid of rookie third baseman Rafael Loins. We brought in Shoei because I needed a better hitter at shortstop, basically, and Boyd is very inconsistent. Plus, Shoei's a better fielder, so kind of works out. Cutter away, misses, 1-1. Fastball middle in, blew it by Shoei, 1-2. Cutter up and in, blooper to right center field. Shoei's going to drop it in there for a base hit. Diaz moving up to third here. Here's the throw from Wheels, just late. Yeah, he did not miss that much at all. No, not at all. Worrymore next up, 1-for-1 day for Worry Less. He's singled and driven in a run. Runners at the corners here. Good RBI chance for Worrymore to take over off the tiring Gun here. Let's see what we can do. Pick off the first, nothing doing. Runner goes. Curveball at the knees. Worry Less lines it to center. That'll get the job done. Wheels makes the catch. Diaz will tag, and he'll score on the sac fly. It is 3-2. One down. Runner still at first. Here's Big Country. He drew a walk his first time up, which led to Gonzalez's arm injury because she tried to catch back up with him on a 3-0 fastball, and she threw it way high. Blew her arm out in the process. High ball, 1-0. Fastball away, 2-0 the count. Fastball up and away, swung through it, 2-1. Fastball up, Swiner pops it up, left center field, wheels over to his right, calling for it, and he'll put it away, 2 down. Shoei still at first, now to bring up Burnout. Burn Oliver, he's 1-for-1 today with an RBI single in his first at bat. Fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball middle in, line back to Gunn, who makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But the Buzzards do get a run on the RBI single there. Sac fly by Worry Less. 3-2 to the bottom of the third. Liner, DeMarco, and Godsend hard lineup up here against Hokie in the third. Leading off Hackliner, he singled in the first inning and scored a run on the triple by Bambino. First fastball down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Change up and in, check swing high, 1-1. Slider down and in, ripped to second, Diaz dives, off his glove into right field, good effort, but just tipped off the edge of the glove. Another hit for Liner, he's 2-for-2. Sixth hit already today for the Grapplers, then I'll bring up right fielder Marco DeMarco. Getting his first at bat of the game, came on as the injury replacement for Bambino in the second inning, as Hokie is once again tense. Yeah, you are correct. It was the second game again. It was, I think, the first game against the Crocodons. He dove right headlong into the foul wall there. Yep. Told you, man, that fro, it's deadly, yo. It's good padding right there. Absorbs all damage. First pitch to DeMarco from Hokie. Curveball outside at the knees. Actually called strike. Okay. Fastball down and in. Inside. 1-1. Slider up and in. Inside and high. 2-1. Change up at the knees. Chopper back to the mound. Hokie to second, 1. Shoei to first. In the dirt. Good pick by Daugherty, but it's an infielder's choice. Next up, Godsend, who doubled in a run in the first inning. He's 1-for-1 today. First pitch slider up and away. Liner down the right field line. That is a fair ball as Godsend already has an extra base hit. Looking for his second one. Here's the throw in. Throw coming home. Runner will score. Double for Godsend, another 1 RBI for him. His second today. It is now 4-2. Now to bring up Dela Cruz is 0-for-1 as Hokie just cannot get any momentum going out there on the mound today. No matter what he does, he figures out how to give up a run as that first pitch fastball skied to center by Dela Cruz. Winkelson moves in a few steps, puts it away for the second out. Two down in the inning, and that'll bring up Delano Willis. The shortstop's up for one today with a ground out. Slider away on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Blew it by her at the letters. 0-2 the count. Fastball up and away. Blew it by her again. Strike three. She was not looking fastball. Second punch out for Hokie. That ends the inning. But he gives up another run on another RBI double to Godsendez. 4-2 to the fourth. Winkelson, Doherty, and Manning do up as we look to get back in it. Leading off is the center fielder. Outfield, the Winkelson. Flew out his first time up. He is 0-1. Strike in there on the heater. 0-1. Cutter outside. 1-1 the count. Cutter up, turned on by Winkelson and crushed to left center field. It is carrying well back to the wall, leaping, it's gone! Into the nest, first homer of the entire season for the Wink, as he did not have a homer in the regular season. We're now back within a run as Wink connects.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 30.
Next up, Doherty, DDP 0-1 today, also with a flyout. Fastball away, strike called 0-1. His gun is now tense. Fastball away, Doherty skies it down the left field line. That is hooking foul and out of reach. 0-2. K-Man active here for Gunn. Cutter at the knees, one hopper to first. Godsendez there, picks it, takes it to the bag himself. One down. Gunn back to neutral. Definitely it would have been shotgun. Good thing we're on the road here. Next up, Ed Manning. Third baseman flew out to center his first time up. He's 0-1. Fastball down the middle. Ed cracks it to right center, but he missed it. He's a contact hitter. Out for it is Wheels. Two down. And that is going to bring up the pitcher Hokie, who's 0-1. Grounded out his first time up to second. Fastball middle in. Hard grounder. This time it's again to second. Dela Cruz to first. That ends the inning. Buzzards get a run back, though, on Winkelson's first homer of the year. 4-3 the score to the bottom of the fourth. Muddy Water, Gunn, and Wheels two up for the Grapplers. Here's Muddy Water, 1-for-1 today with a single. Pitch curveball down in the waist, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Muddy Water singled his first time up and also scored a run later in the second inning. Fastball inside misses, 1-1 the count. Change it down and in. Liner to second, past the diving Diaz into right. Another hit from Muddy Water. He is 2 for 2. Got to bring up Matt Gunn. Will they pinch hit for the reliever? Yes, they will. Coming off the bench is the fifth outfielder, Betty Sparks. Sixth-year player, has outside pitch active here. Fastball up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Slider middle in. Lined into right field. That's a base hit. Good strength there by Sparks just to push that through the infield on the right side. 2 on and none down now for the Grapplers as they're in business. Here's Windy Wheels. Singled in a run last time up, and he also stole a base. He's 1 for 2. He's also struck out. Fastball up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down in the dirt. 1-1. Change up inside. Misses. 2-1. Four-seamer down in the way. Check swing strike called. 2-2 the count. Slider up and away. Fouled off. Still a 2-2 count here from Hokie. Four-seamer down and in. Check swing low. Full count. That's a hanger. Line to short though. Showy there. Flips to second just late. Next up, Jack Cracker, who's 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out and flown out today. This puts four-seamer down in the way. Low, ball 1. Curveball inside, misses, 2-0. Slider away. Hit in the hole to third, past the diving Manning into left, another base hit. Grapplers load the bases up here with 1 down, and that'll bring up Hack Liner, who has RBI man. 2 for 2 today with 2 singles as he looks to bust it open here. He's also scored 2 runs today. Liner basically doing it all today. Change it down and in the dirt. Good knockdown by Olivers. The runners have to freeze. 1-0 the count. Go down in the way. Chopper to second. Diaz the second one. Shoei to first. Just late, and that's a fielder's choice. RBI for Liner. 5-3 the score. That'll bring up Marco DeMarco. He's 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice ground out his first time up. Fastball away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down and away. Check swing in the dirt. Good take by DeMarco. 1-1. He's up and in. Way high. 2-1. Four-seamer down and in. Low. 3-1. Slider middle in. Line down the left field line. That hook's foul. Full count now. Runner will take off there at first base here on the pitch. Four-seamer up and away. Blew it by him. Strike 3 swinging. Third punch up for Hokie. That ends the inning. But he gives up another run on a fielder's choice ground out. It is 5-3. And coming out of the bullpen for the Grapplers, it is left-handed specialist Tucker Turlington, another OG reliever for this squad. To the fifth, it is 5-3. Diaz, Shoei, and Worrymore due up. Top of the lineup will face Turlington. Yep, you are correct, Hoon. Well, he managed to stick in the right league to keep his career alive. He stayed with the same league the Freebooters are in, the Super Conference. Had he come over here, his career probably would be over, honestly. Still merely mashing as a DH. I mean, you can't really trust him in the field anymore. Then again, you really couldn't anyway to begin the series, but more so now. Veterans. I mean, speaking of veterans, I mean, the Grapplers have done a good job of keeping their OG roster together for the most part. I mean, they had Bambino in the lineup. They have DeMarco still. They have Godsendez. They have Dela Cruz. That's 4 original players right there. Then they also had in their relievers, they got Lovelorn. They also had Turlington and Matt Gunn. That's 7 of their original 21 players. They kept a third of their roster together here through 6 years. That's pretty impressive. He agreed. He is a defensive liability. Diaz will activate his contact for his left-hander trade as Turlington makes his debut. Slider out there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in the low, 1-1. High heater this time, 2-1 from Turlington. Fastball up and in, check swing high, 3-1 the count. Slider down and in, that was low, it's chopped to short. Easy play for Willis, 1 down. Next up is Jameer Shoei. Shortstop singled his last time at the plate. He is 1 for 2. He's also popped out once. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Low heater, 1-1 the count. Curveball hangs, and Shoei punishes that into the gap right center field. That's going to roll all the way to tomorrow. Wheels gives chase, but that is going to be a 1-out double here for Shoei, who's 2 for 3 at the plate. Now put him in scoring position for Worry Less. Bull Worrymore, 1 for 1. He had a sac fly last time up, driving in a run. He's also singled today. He will also activate his contact for his left-hander trade against Turlington. Pitch out, nothing doing. Although I couldn't guess he was just wild. It wasn't really a pitch out. 1-0 pitch. Fastball at the letters, 1-1. Curveball middle in, ripped by Worrymore, foul. 1-2 as that activates whiffer here. Worrymore struggles with 2 strikes on him. Slider at the knees, he'll sky to left center field. That's going to split the gap, and it's going to roll to the wall. Worrymore going to drive in his second run of the game on a double as he'll replace Shoei. It is 5-4. Yeah, I agree, Hoon. I know. At least you're honest enough to admit it. Next up is Buck Swiner, 0 for 1 today. He flew out last time up. He's also walked. Specialist active for the first time today for Turlington against the left-handed hitting Swiner. Curveball inside misses from Turlington. Ball 1. Curveball inside again. 2-0 the count. Inside again with the curveball. 3-0. Really loving that break-in pitch today is Turlington. Fastball low. Ball 4. Second walk today for Buck. Third for the pitching staff of the Grapplers. First for Turlington. First and second now with 1 down. And here is Burn Oliver. Burn out 1 for 2 today. Lined out to the pitcher last time up, but he has singled in a run, which is surprising. Plus again, yep, no soul. Alrighty, let's see if Oliver can get it done. Way high on that fastball. That was nowhere near the zone. Ball 1. Slider inside. 2-0 from Turlington. Fastball up and away. Oliver took a crack at it, but he missed it. 2-1. Slider down and in. Line to short. Willis makes the catch, and that's going to double off the runners. It did look like she was going to let that drop, but she deked this pretty good. 5-4 the score, though, as we get a run back on the double. Bottom 5. Still down 1. Got Sendez, Dela Cruz, and Willis due up. Here's God Send Us, 2 for 2 today. He has doubled twice. Each time he's driven in a run. First pitch curveball down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away. Fouled off, 0-2 the count. Change it down in the way. Chop foul. God Send Us fights it to stay alive. Curveball down at the knees. Chop the second up the middle. Diaz backhands it to his right. Makes the play to first. 1 out. Next up is Dela Cruz. She has popped out to center field twice today. She is 0 for 2. Fastball at the knees. Grounder to first this time. It's right at Doherty, who plays it herself. 2 down. Base is empty for Willis. She is 0 for 2 today. First pitch slider up and in. High, ball 1. Fastball down and off the glove of Oliver. Thankfully, it was low anyway. 2-0. Curveball at the knees. Chopper to third, right at Manning, who fields the hop to first. In time, 1-2-3 inning for Hokie, his first of the game. To the 6th, it is 5-4. Winkelson, Doherty, and Manning due up. 6, 7, and 8 look to get a spark lit. Looking to tie the game up here in the middle innings. Here is the Wink. He homered last time at the plate. Let's see what he does in this at bat. He's also flown out once. Forkball in the dirt, ball 1. Curveball outside, 2-0 the count to Wink. Forkball's low, 3-0 the count. Forkball in there at the knees this time, 3-1. Fastball up and away, hard grounder up the middle to second, backhanded by Dela Cruz to first, 1 down. Next up is DDP, 0 for 2 today. She has flown out and grounded out. Specialist active against her here, unfortunately. Fastball away, first strike, 0-1. Slider away, misses, 1-1 the count. Fastball up and in, line through the middle, and Doherty says, screw your specialist, I'm still going to get a hit. First to the playoffs for her, she's 1 for 3. She'll be on at first here for Ed Manning. He has flown out and grounded out today. He is 0 for 2. Specialist active against him as well. Curveball middle in, line at the middle, and Manning says, you know what, I'm going to do what you did, Doherty. It worked well for you. First hit of the playoffs for him. First and second, 1 down, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Hokie, who's going to be pinch hit for since, well, A, Specialist is working against him, and B, he's up near 80 pitches. I mean, we might as well take him out. He hasn't thrown particularly well today. Hokie goes 5 innings. He gives up 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and no walks today, but it wasn't a very good start for Hokie. Now off the bench to pinch hit for us, it is going to be... All right, we can't use Hurls, Macias, or Boyd because they're all left-hander. And we can't put them up against Turlington with his specialist. So that leaves Norris and Mahoney. We're going to go to Mahoney. It's going to be for fifth-year outfielder Carter. Balls Mahoney, who normally plays off the bench. In the regular season, Mahoney hit about .370 on the year, getting a lot of opportunities coming off the bench for 10 players and contributing well. He drove in 5 runs. No home runs yet, but again, Mahoney doesn't get to play too often, so he makes do with when he gets the chance. Slider inside, misses, ball 1. Yep, he's a B. He just got promoted to B+, actually, in the regular season finale with an upgrade for his power. High heater, 2-0 the count from Turlington. Curveball lined into center field as he just wound up and cracked it. Right to Wheels, though, so we'll hold the runner at third. Bases loaded with 1 down as Balls delivers, and that'll bring up head of the class Diaz, who's 0 for 2. He has walked, grounded out, and flown out. Contact his left-hander still active for Diaz. Curveball inside, ball 1. Curveball in there this time, 1-1 the count. Forkball away, line down the right field line. Godsendez leaps and makes the catch, and he doubles off the runner at second. Fuck you, Godsendez. You're not supposed to make that catch. You've never been able to field in your life. Where'd you learn to do that? Fuckers, man. Well, I agree. All right, well, going to the bullpen here. We're looking to keep it a 1-run game. They are going to pinch hit for Turlington, I assume. But they do have a lot of lefties, so we're going to turn it over to the rookie specialist, Finley Holcorn, he'll take over on the mound. Bottom 6, we're down 1 still. Muddywater, Turlington, and Wheels due up. Here's Bryson Muddywater, catcher 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Holcorn in his rookie year, he went 1-1, had an ERA just over 3.7. Very solid rookie campaign. Got hurt at the end of the year. He took a line drive to the shoulder, but all in all, couldn't really complain. He pitched really well. Just need to work on improving his rating as that curveball's in there at the letters for a strike. Going 1. Really good lefty killer for us out of the pen as he blows a fastball by Muddy Water. 0-2. Slider away. Sky ball to center field. Winkelson back a few steps. He comes in now, and Wink will put it away in the basket. 1 down. Next up is the pitcher, Turlington. Will they pinch hit? No, they won't. They're going to let him bat. Okay. Specialist v. specialist. Fastball up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Change it down and in. Low. 1-1. Slide it down and away. Chop foul. 1-2 the count. Fastball up and in. Ooh, almost chased it. Check swing. 2-2. Curveball hangs. Swung through it as he whiffs. First punch up for Holcorn in the playoffs. First of his career. 2 down, and that'll bring up Windy Wheels. 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. First fastball away. Line to short. Shoei dives over his glove into left. That is a base hit. Wheels' second hit today. He is 2 for 4. He's already stolen 1 base today, so we'll need to keep an eye on him. That'll bring up Jack Cracker, who also is left-handed, so Specialist is working against him. Pick off to first. Nothing doing. Wheels is back safely. Change it down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Pick off to first. Nothing doing. Ball up and away. Fouled off. 0-2 to Cracker here. Fire down and away. Check swing low. Good take. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball down and in. Chased it. Strike 3. Second punch out for Holcorn, and that ends the inning. To the 7th, it's 5-4. Heart of the lineup coming up for the Buzzards, though. Shoei, Worrymore, and Swiner. I mean, he is... Okay, that's fair. I didn't want to state the obvious. Next up is Shoei. He doubled last time at the plate. He's 2 for 3. He's also singled and scored a run. Slider hangs. Should have swung. 0-1. Forkball down and in. Oh, that's curveball. Never mind. 1-1. Curveball middle in hangs. Line to left center by Shoei. He's going to double again. Guess it's a good thing I didn't swing at that first pitch. Second double of the game for Shoei. He's 3 for 4. Really showing that money we're paying him is paying off. I mean, he's making $13 million, so. Next up is Worry Less. Spool Worrymore. He doubled in a run last time up. He's also hit a sac fly and singled. He's 2 for 2. Facing the tiring Turlington here. Slider low, ball 1. Fastball up and in, strike called, 1-1. Forkball down and in, strike called, 1-2. Good pitch. About the knees, chopped up the middle. Nice diving stop by Dela Cruz. She'll get it to first in time for the first out, but Shoei advances to third. Tying run 90 feet away for Big Country, who walked last time up. He has walked twice and flown out once. He is 0 for 1. Big spot for Buck. Slider away, misses from Turlington. Ball 1, who's already over 40 pitches here on the afternoon. Slider inside, 2-0. He's got to be nearing the end of his rope. Fastball middle in, that's popped up. Right center, DeMarco there. Runner tagging. Shoei goes. Throw coming from DeMarco. It's going to be close. Just late. Sack fly for Buck. It is 5-all here. Coming out of the bullpen to replace Turlington is Gemma Yaga, the 60-year pitcher, who again returns from last year's squad. So they've kept their bullpen together for the most part, too. I think their only difference is their closer this year. Yaga making her first appearance of the postseason. Yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot of money to bring him in because he is a good upgrade over Boyd. He's making right now $13.4 million. So this is a trial run. If he actually does well and he doesn't test free agency, we'll keep him. If he does test free agency, I'll probably still bring him back. I'll just try to pay him I don't know, 12 million, 11 million. We'll see how much money I got. All right, Yago in now. A 5-all ball game here against Burnout. Curveball in there at the knees. 0-1. Burnout 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Line into a double play last time up as he lines out to second here to end the inning. But the Buzzards do tie the game up on the sac fly by Big Country. 5 all to the bottom of the 7th. Heart of the lineup up for the Grapplers, though. Liner, DeMarco, and Godsendez. Here's Hackliner. He's 2 for 3 today. He's singled twice, driving in a run. First time Holcorn has not had specialist active here. First pitch curveball down in the way. Outside. Ball 1. Seamer down and in. Ripped to short on a hop. Showy on the backhand. Showing us how it's done to the first. 1 out. Pardon me. Next up is DeMarco, who's 0 for 2, and specialist is active once again. There's his fastball up and away. High to DeMarco. Ball 1. Slider at the knees. Chop foul. 1-1. Change up and in. Chased it way out in front of it. 1-2. DeMarco looking foolish. Ball down in the way. Chased it. Strike 3 in the dirt. Third punch out for Holcorn. 2 down. DeMarco now tense, and that'll bring up Godsendez. Grounded out last time up. He is 2 for 3 today, though, with 2 RBI doubles. Fastball down the middle. Fouled off. Thank God. He should have killed that. 0-1. Curveball down in the way. In the dirt. Good take. 1-1. Slider up and away. Outside. 2-1. Receiver down and in. Chopper to short. Shoey's got to charge it. Bare hand play to first in time, and Shoey makes it look easy. 1-2-3 inning for Holcorn to the 8th. Winkelson, Doherty, Manning, and the pitcher slot is due up 4th this inning. We'll see how the things go against Yago. Leading off is outfielder Wink Winkelson. Center fielder hit a home run earlier in the game today. He is 1 for 3. So far, the only batter in either club to go yard. Fastball in there from Yago. 0-1. Fastball way high, 1-1. Fastball down the middle. Winkelson lines it to center, but it's going to go right to Wheels. Barely moves, 1 out. Next up is Miriam DDP Doherty. She singled last time at the plate. She is 1 for 3. Fastball low, ball 1. Curveball line to short. Easy play for Willis, 2 down. And that'll bring up Ed the Man Manning, who's 1 for 3 with a single today. Fastball at the knees, lined into center field, but it's right at Wheels, who comes in a step. 1-2-3 inning for Yago to the bottom of the 8th. Dela Cruz, Willis, and Muddywater due up here. There's Dela Cruz, 0 for 3 today. Holcorn now locked in, so he earned himself another inning. First fastball down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and into Dela Cruz, line to left field. Swiner back a few steps, makes the catch on the line, 1 out. Dela Cruz now 0 for 4, and that'll bring up Willis, who's 0 for 3 today. First pitch curveball down and in, fouled off, 0-1. Willis did strike out swinging her last at bat. Fastball down in the way, line to first. Doherty reaches up to make the catch. 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring up Muddywater, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Pinch hitting for him, though, is going to be another outfielder, the 6th on the Grapplers roster. Steve-O Reeves, the 6th-year vet from the Herbivores. Still in the league, surprisingly, and is still a C+. He has not gone down in rating. Interesting. First fastball away, strike called, 0-1. I know, right? 6 outfielders. Like, what the fuck? I mean, think about it. You got Cracker and left. Where are they? Yeah, you got Cracker and left. You got Wheels in center. And then you got Bambino and right. You have DeMarco, who plays center. You have Reeves, who plays left field and first base. And then, so does Cracker. And then there's 6th one who already pinch hit. Betty Sparks, right fielder. What the fuck's going on here, guys? I guess it makes sense. He is their best bat left. Their other options were Dig Forto and Marlo Moore, neither of whom can hit. Although I expect to see Marlo Moore come in to play catcher next inning. 0-2 pitch here from Holcorn. Change-up line to short, right at Shoey. He makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Holcorn. To the 9th, we're still tied at 5. Holcorn will lead off. He will be pinch hit for Diaz and Shoey due up. Holcorn locked in. Good 3 innings of relief from the rookie. Couldn't ask for much more. And 3 scoreless innings to boot. Here is Marla Moore, the defensive replacement behind the dish. Another OG member of the roster. I forgot about her. That is OG member number 8 for the Grapplers. Dig! Yes. They were ready, that is true. So now the only member left on their bench is Dig Eforto, who is primarily a defensive replacement for Godsendez at first base. All right, we're going to pinch hit for Holcorn here with the right-hander still on the mound. We are going to go to... We're going to go to the Village Idiot. Baca Boyd is going to take over. Contactor's right-hander and inside pitch active for Boyd. He only hit about 250 in the regular season, so not a good year for Boyd. Didn't hit any home runs, and he drove in, like, what, maybe 4 runs total all year? Not a good year, especially when you're a primary shortstop. But he does have contact for his right-hander and inside pitch active here. We'll see if he makes use of these traits. Cutter at the knees, a called strike, 0-1. Fastball away, blew it by Boyd, 0-2 as K-Man activates for Yago. Fastball away is fouled off as Boyd will stay alive. Swing that pitch. That's all he good. Basically. That's all he's good for. Liner to short. Caught by Willis on left center. 1 down, and that'll bring up Diaz 0 for 3 with a walk. Head of the class not feeling it today. Wild pitch in the dirt there from Yago. Ball 1. Inside misses. 2-0. Fastball, but in line into center. Base hit for Diaz. His first hit today. He is 1 for 4. Next up is shortstop Jameer Shoei. 3 for 4 today with 2 doubles and a single. He's also scored twice. Fastball low from Yago. Ball 1. Fastball up, lined into center field, and Shoei rips his 4th hit of the game. He is 4 for 5. First and second now with 1 down. Head of the double chance. Fuck. I was hoping you didn't notice. Next up is Worry Less, Spool Worrymore. 2 for 3 today. He's doubled in a run, singled, and he's hit a sac fly as well. He flew out last. No. Grounded out the second last time up. That's right. Fielder's choice ground out. Cutter high. Ball 1. First and second here for the Buzzards. Fastball down and in. Worrymore lifts it. Left center. Hit pretty deep. Wheels is there. Runners are tagged. Will not tag, apparently, because I told them to tag and nothing happened. First and second still 2 down for Big Country. Sack fly last time up for Buck. He's also flown out and walked twice. All right, Buck, you've done it in the regular season. Can you do it now? Fastball high, ball 1. Down the middle, ripped on the ground, up the middle. Diaz is coming. Round 30 comes. Here's the throw from Wheels. It is off the mound and ricochets away. Moore manages to save it from getting by her, but it was offline. It is an RBI double for Swiner. It is 6-5. Buzzards take the lead. And that'll put the RBI up for Burnout. Good God. Well, he's succeeded once. Might as well give him a 3rd shot. 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Let's see what he does with his 3rd chance today. 1 for 4 with an RBI single. High fastball, ball 1. Curveball at the knees. Burnout says, fuck you, I can do it sometimes, damn it. It's off the fence in the nest. Burnout hits his first homer of the playoffs. 3-run shot breaks it open. It is 9-5 Buzzards in the 9th. Yes, he frickin' did it. I mean, he never does it, so this is kind of surprising. The 2 least likely men to go yard have gone yard today. Next up is the Wink. Yago now tense. Fastball up is fouled off. 0-1. Middle in, fouled off. 0-2. K-Man active for Yago. Fastball, broken bat, liner to short. Easy catch there for Willis on the semi-pop fly-ish ball. That'll end the inning. Boyd is not going to play center field. We're not going to entertain that thought. He cannot run. We're going to the bullpen here. We're going to turn it over to the mop-up man, Marshall Cuevas. This is not a save situation, so Marshall will get the inning. 3rd-year reliever looking to shut it down here in the 9th with a 4-run lead. 9-5 thanks to that big rally with 2 down. It was a soft pop fly-ish liner, I guess. Bottom 9. Coming up for the Grapplers is the pitcher slot, Wheels, and Cracker. Well, the pinch hitter is going to be Dig Eforto. Nope, they're going to make Yago bat? Question mark? The fuck? I guess they gave up. I don't know. Cuevas looking to shut it down here in the 9th. Cuevas had the best ERA on the team this year, about 3.40. Ended up finishing 0-1 in the year, though. Slider away. Swung through it, 0-2. Change up and in. Fouled off. Still 0-2. Pass up away. Liner to second, right at Diaz, 1 down. I guess it could be next up Wheels, 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI. Change up away, outside, ball 1. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 1-1. Change up middle in, Wheels takes it, called strike, 1-2. Slider up and away, check swing, ooh, good take, just high, 2-2. Four-seamer down and away. Chopper to the mound. Cuevas fields it cleanly to first. 2 down. And last chance for the Grapplers, it is Jack Cracker. 1 for 4 with a single today. You know, I like to think the Jacks were named for Jack Cracker just because he was their, like, you know, big new rookie hitter. I like to think that. Fastball down and in. Low, ball 1. Slider down and in, turned on and ripped to right center field. It's going to get over Warrymore and be Cracker's second hit of the game. It's his first extra base hit of the game. He is now 2 for 5 today. And he'll be on to extend the inning here for Liner, who has RBI man activate for the second time today. 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI for Liner. RBI came in on a ground out. First pitch to him, a changeup up and in from Cuevas. High, ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Low, 2-0. Change it down and in. Ripped on the ground to third. Manning on the backhand picks it cleanly to first in time, and that ends the inning. Buzzards take game 1 of the series here. 9-5, your final score, thanks to a late 4-run outburst in the top half of the 9th inning with 2 down. It's a good first win. Let's see if we can capitalize on it in game 2. Good even day for both offenses. Both starters struggled. Then again, Gonzalez blew out her arm in the first inning, so what can you do? Their bullpen is absolutely torn to shreds. The only pitcher that did not pitch for them is their closer. So their relievers are absolutely gassed. They're going to have to lean on their starter in game 2. GG. Thank you, Hoon. Thank you. Alrighty. Looking at the lineup, everybody got a hit today except Hokie. Shocking. And Baca Boyd. Even Carter Mahoney got a hit when he got to bat. 4 RBIs today, 3 for Burn Oliver. Burnout had a big 3-run homer there in the 9th inning. He also had an RBI single back in the first. Winkelson had a solo home run there in the 3rd inning, his first of the playoffs. Swiner chipped in 2 RBIs, 1 on a double, 1 on a sac fly. Warrymore also chipped in 1 on a double and 1 on a sac fly as well. And new guy Jameer Shoei chipped in 4 hits in his first appearance as a Buzzards player. Led the team. Pitching lines, Hokie, only 5 innings. Not a good outing for Hokie. Gave up 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. No decision, though, as Finley Holcorn, the rookie left-handed specialist, bailed him out big. 3 scoreless innings out of the pen, giving up 1 hit, striking out 3 batters. He gets his first career postseason victory. And Marshall Cuevas slams the door in the 9th inning, giving up a hit. On the other side, Gonzalez blows out her arm 2 outs into the game on a walk. She also gave up a hit and 1 earned run. Matt Gunn, 3 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 home run ball. Turlington, 2 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk. But Jemiago will take the loss, 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, and a home run ball. She falls to 0-1. Oliver is your player of the game with his 4 RBI day with the big 3-run homer to cap it. Jameer Shoei, the runner-up, with his 4-hit performance and 3 runs scored. And Buck Swiner is the 3rd-place finisher with his 2 RBI day. Not bad at all. Love to see it, as always. And Gonzalez was not the only loss for the Grapplers. If you guys tuned in late, they also lost right fielder Joven Bambino. He tweaked his groin in the 1st inning as well, running the bases. So we'll see if they put Bambino back in for Game 2. I doubt they do, because they are 6 outfielders deep for some fucking reason. Let's see how the matchups go in Game 2 for the series. Moose looking to clinch here against the Moonstars at home. They're going to shut the door 4-0 at top. Moonstars are out. Wild Pigs will force Game 3 on the road, 5-1 over the Hot Corners. And the Crocodiles will also force Game 3 on the road as they win 5-2 over the Overdogs. So both those series are going to a Game 3. Moose are already moving on to the 2nd round, so they will be well rested when they play the winner of that 1-4 matchup on the other side. we're looking to pull another massive upset. Let's see if we can get it done. Here at home, on the mound for the Grapplers, it'll be 6th-year pitcher Noah Kaiser, who has beaten us once before in the series. We faced him, I believe, 2 seasons ago when we played the Grapplers. He's been there for 3. And we'll send rookie Paxton Griffith to the hill here, which is a managerial decision for the main reason of that Griffith gives up a lot of home runs. I feel if we play him at Shaka, he'll give up a little less amount of home runs. And plus, I want Bon Bon for Game 3 because, as you all know, in the postseason last year, Bon Bon threw 2 complete game shutouts en route to our title. So, yeah, I'm playing the percentages here. Lineup for Game 2 will look like this. We're going with the same lineup as Game 1. Diaz, Shoei, Worrymore, Swiner, Oliver, Wink, Doherty, Manning, and Griffith. Let's go. Funny thing was, Game 1 wanted Griffith to start Game 1. I said, hell no. Rookie not ready for that level of responsibility. Alrighty, Game 2, we can clinch here with a victory. Grapplers are down, but they're not out. They have 8 legs. Let's see if they use it. Well, according to that picture, they have 6, but... Okay, so they're a knockoff squid, I guess. I was going to say octopus, but the octopuses have 8 legs. So, it's a squid. There we go. I think Bambino's in the lineup today. I think I saw him on there. Wheels will lead off here. He went 2 for 5 in Game 1. He had an RBI on a single. He also stole a base. Be facing the rookie Paxton Griffith. Lineup for the Grapplers is unchanged from the Game 1, the way they started it. It is the exact same order for them as well. Bambino is well enough to play, so... Alright, we'll see if that makes a difference for them. Griffith's number is in the regular season for his rookie campaign. We're not good. He went 0-1. He had a 5.92 ERA and a 1.56 whip. 17 runs given up, only 16 of them earned. He threw 24 1/3 innings. He threw 3 extra innings than Hokie, so he averaged just over 6 innings a start. 35 hits given up, 6 homers, 3 walks, 16 strikeouts, 337 batting average against. This was his big Achilles heel, all those home runs he gave up, and I think all but one of them were multi-run homers. So if Griffith can keep the ball in the ballpark, he's a very dominant pitcher. He gives up a home run, well, that's a different story. See what he does here. Rookie's going to start the game with a fastball inside. We're underway. Change up middle in. Grounded to short, right at Shoei, who charges, makes the play. 1 down. Next up, left fielder Jack Cracker. He went 2 for 5 in the first game. He singled and doubled. It's 2-seamer away. Fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down and in, inside, 1-1. Double down in the way. Chopper to the mound. Griffith makes the play himself to first, 2 down. That'll bring up Hack Liner, the third baseman, 2 for 5 in the first game. He singled twice, and he also drove in a run on an RBI groundout. First pitch to him, a curveball away. Grounded to third. Manning there for it. Makes the play to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Griffith to start his postseason career. Not bad. Bottom 1, Diaz, Shoei, and Worrymore due up. Here's head of the class leading off. 1 for 4 in the first game for class. He singled and also walked. Facing Noah Kaiser, making his postseason debut. Kaiser in the regular season, another solid year. 2-2 with a 1.05 ERA, 0.86 whip. He only gave up 3 earned runs on the year, but he took 2 losses, so it tells me he didn't get a lot of run support. In his 4 starts, he went 25 2/3 innings, so just over 6 1/3 innings to start. 15 hits surrendered, 7 walks, 2 homers, 1 hit batsman, and 24 strikeouts. Batting average against 163. Dude was locked in, but he just got no run support. Interesting. That might bode well for us. Curveball down and in, inside, ball 1. Fastball put in a strike, 1-1. Fastball away, strike called. K-Dot activates now for Kaiser on the 1-2 count. Curveball down and in, chop to short. Willis there for it cleanly, 1 down. Next up, second-year shortstop Jameer Shoei, who went 4 for 5 in the first game, singling twice, doubling twice, and scoring 3 runs. Curveball middle in, Shoei skies it to right center. That'll hang up for Bambino, 2 down. Base is empty for Worry Less. School Worry More. 2 for 4 day in the first game for Worrymore. He doubled and singled, driving in a run on a double, and he also hit a sac fly to drive in a run as well. Curveball down and in is inside and low, ball 1. Fastball put away is high, 2-0 the count. Forkball at the knees, Worrymore lines it into center field, hit well, but that's going to hang up for Wheels to make the catch. That is a 1-2-3 inning. Zeros for both pitchers here in the first. To the second, Bambino, Godsendez, and Dela Cruz do up. Leading off is Hovind Bambino. He hit an RBI triple in his first at-bat and only at-bat of Game 1 as he tweaked his groin running the bases. He then scored later in the inning and then was removed in the second inning on a defensive substitute. He's now healed up enough to play as he rips a curveball foul, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, driven by Bambino to center field, and this is what they missed in Game 1. Off the batter's eye, it is a home run. First of the postseason for Bambino, and the Grapplers have a 1-0 lead as that hit the wall 467 feet away. That fastball was annihilated. Next up is Godsendez, 2 for 4 day in Game 1 for him. He had 2 RBI doubles. First pitch, 2-seamer down in the way, blew it by him, 0-1. Fastball inside, check swing strike, 0-2 the count. Seamer up and away, outside, 1-2. Fastball up and in, fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Changed down and away, grounded up the middle of the second. Diaz there on the backhand makes the stop. The first, 1 down. Next up is Dela Cruz. Second baseman was hitless in Game 1. She went 0 for 4. She popped out twice, flew out once, and grounded out once. Curveball down and in, a strike called, 0-1. Fastball away, fouled off, 0-2. Seamer inside, grounded hard to third, right at Manning, who makes the play cleanly to first, 2 down. Now to bring up Alana Willis. Shortstop also was hitless in the first game. She also went 0 for 4. First pitch to her, curveball away. Lined in the center field, Winkleson coming on, he won't get there. That is Willis's first hit of the postseason. She is 1 for 1 today. 2-out hit keeps eating alive here for the catcher, Bryson Muddywater. 2 for 3 in the first game with 2 singles. He also scored a run. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Changeup inside, ripped into right center field, going for the gap. Worrymore gives chase, he won't get there, and that'll get all the way to the wall out there. Worrymore gets it in, but that is going to be an RBI double for Muddywater. It is 2-0 Grapplers. His first RBI of the postseason as Griffith is now tense. I bring up the pitcher Kaiser, getting his first at bat of the game. Fastball up and away, outside, ball 1. 2-seamer down in the way, blew it by him, 1-1. Ball down and in the dirt, 2-1. Fastball middle in, blew it by him, Kaiser, 2-2. Seamer up and away, fouled off. We'll do it again. Change it down in the way, grounded up the middle. Diaz there holding the runner, will backhand it, make the play to first in time to end the inning, but the Grapplers get it started here in the second with a solo home run by Hovind Bambino, and then an RBI double there from the catcher Muddywater. Bottom 2, it's 2-0. Swiner, Oliver, and Winkleson do up against Kaiser. Leading off, 6th-year player Buck Big Country Swiner, 1 for 2 in the first game with an RBI double. He also hit a sac fly and walked twice in that game. Fastball down and in, a strike called, 0-1. High heat, 1-1 the count from Kaiser. Fastball up and in, fouled off by Swiner, 1-2 the count. K-Dot activates now for Kaiser here. Slider down and in, line to second, easy catch for Dela Cruz, 1 out. And that'll bring up catcher Burn Oliver. Third-year man went 2 for 5 in the first game. He singled in a run and then hit a 3-run homer to break it open in the 9th inning. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, ripped foul. Burnout swinging good here, 0-2 though. Just a little early on that breaking pitch. Fastball up, grounded to second, backhanded by Dela Cruz to first. 2 down. Now to bring up third-year center fielder outfielder Winkelson. 1 for 5 in the first game, but that one hit was a big solo home run. Kaiser already locked in here as that curveball's in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up, swung under it, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, ripped in the gap left center field. Winkelson's going to have extra bases here as the speedster is going around first already. He'll be in with a 2-out double to keep the inning alive for the Buzzards. That'll bring up the 7-hitter here, third-year first baseman Merriam DDP Daugherty, who went 1 for 4 in the first game with a single. Big RBI chance for Daugherty. We'll see if she cashes in here. 0 for 1 in the first game in those opportunities as that fastball's a strike called at the letters, 0-1. Fork ball away, strike called, 0-2. Curveball down in the way. Daugherty's going to line that to the gap. That's going to get down. That'll be rolling all the way to the wall. That'll be extra bases for DDP as she will replace Wink at second. It is 2-1. Buzzards on the board. Keeps the inning alive for the fourth-year third baseman, Ed the Man Manning. 1 for 4 in the first game with a single. Yeah, moderately going good. We're still down 1, though. Fastball away, misses. Ball 1. Yeah. True, not the best. You did miss Bambino going yard. Motherfucker absolutely obliterated a fastball to center field off the batter's eye. And then, Muddy Water doubled in a run as well, the catcher. Worked ball away, blew it by him, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, line at the middle, base hit for the man as it goes into center. Around third is Daugherty. She's going to try and score. Here's the throw from Wheels, just laid. First RBI of the postseason for Manning. We're tied at 2. Diamond cutter. Next up is rookie pitcher Paxton Griffith getting his first career postseason at bat. Fastball put in, line to short. Nice diving catch by Willis. That robs him of a hit to the third. We are tied at 2, though, thanks to 2-out hits by Daugherty, Winkelson, and Manning. To the third, Wheels, Cracker, and Liner due up against Griffith.
Now batting, the center fielder, Whitney.
We did not face Noah this year. We faced Lover Kim, who we then faced in the regular season finale on the Overdogs. So we faced Kaiser last year. We faced him last year in the playoffs. They won that start. It annoyed me. And then he beat us in the regular season as well. Curveball inside, rip foul, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, strike called, 0-2. Receiver up and in, chased it, strike 3. First career punch out for Paxton Griffith in the postseason. 1 down, and that'll bring up Jack Cracker, who's 0 for 1. First pitch change up middle in, ripped on the ground at the middle, base hit. Cracker on with a 1-out single, and that'll bring up Liner, who's 0 for 1. Grounded out to third base his first time up. First pitch 2-seamer up and away. Popped up foul. Oliver there. Makes the catch, 2 down. Now to bring up Hovind Bambino, who crushed a 2-seamer off the batter's eye in center field his first time up. He is 1 for 1. First pitch curveball down in the way. Fouled off, 0-1. I'm not hitting him in the head. I need to keep the mojo up for Griffith right now. Maybe if he's at the end of his rope, I'd do it, but not right now. Bambino cracks that on the ground up the middle, and that's going to keep the inning alive. He's now locked in, 2 for 2 today, and that'll bring up God Sendez, who's 0 for 1. Take him out of the game. Small price to pay. I'll think about it. I'll consider it next time he comes up. First pitch 2-seamer up and into God Sendez, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, fouled off, 0-2. Get down and in, low, 1-2. The ball away, line in the center, that's a base hit. Winkelson comes up throwing, runner coming home. Throw cut by Daugherty, that's an RBI single for God Sendez, 3-2 Grapplers. Next up, Dela Cruz 0 for 1 today. Grounded out the second last time up. First pitch fastball at the knees. Check swing strike. 0-1 as Griffith is tense once more. For ball middle of the plate. Fouled off. 0-2. You see him repping in. Chased it inside strike 3. Second punch out for Griffith. That ends the inning. Dela Cruz remains hitless in the postseason. But the Grapplers get a run back on the single by Godsendez. 3-2 to the bottom of the third. Diaz, Shoei, and Worrymore due up. Leading off the inning is the head of the class. He's 0-1 today. First pitch curveball inside for a strike. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Line to right center field. That's in the gap, and Diaz is going to have extra bases here to start the inning. Wheels gets it in quickly, but that is still a leadoff double. Leadoff man on here for Shoei. Flew out to right center his first time up. He is 0-1. Fork ball at the knees, lined at the middle. Nice diving attempt by Dela Cruz, but it ricochets into no man's land. Coming around third is Diaz. He'll score. Shoei's first RBI of the postseason. It's 3-3. We're all tied up again. He's locked in now, and that'll bring up Worrymore, who's 0-1. Fork ball down and in, inside. Ball 1. Fastball away. 2-0 the count. Pick off to first. Nothing doing. Kaiser now tense. Fastball up and in, lined at the middle. Past the diving Dela Cruz into right center. Base hit for Worrymore. First and second now with none down. Got something rolling here. Let's see if we can keep it going. Here's Big Country, 0-1. Come on, Buck. Slider low, ball 1. Fastball up, lined at the middle, right to Willis on the hop. That's going to be a double play. I thought she caught that. Shoei gets the third, though. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Oliver, who's 0-1. RBI man's active. We all know what happened last time for burnout. Let's see what happens this time. 2 for 3 in RBI chances this postseason. Rare for me to say that. Funny note, he's actually already doubled his home run total for the year and his RBI total for the year in the postseason in one game. God damn it. Forkball down and in, misses ball 1. Rips to left center. Oh, Willis robs him. Can't let him get too big for his bootstraps. To the fourth, we're still tied at 3, though, as Shoei delivers an RBI single. Willis, Muddy Water, and Kaiser do up in the fourth for the Grapplers. Here's Willis, 1-for-1 today with a single. Scored on the double by Muddy Water in the second inning. Grounded up the middle to Diaz on the backhand. He'll play it to first, 1 down. Griffith back to neutral. Now to bring up Muddy Water, who doubled in a run last time up, as I just mentioned. First pitch to him, a curveball away. Outside, ball 1. First seam up and away. Fouled off, 1-1. Change it down and in. Swung through it, 1-2. Seam up and in. Chased it, strike 3. Third punch out for Griffith, 2 down. Now to bring up Kaiser with the bases empty. He's 0-1. Seam down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Seam up and in. Check swing, strike called, 0-2. Change up and away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Dribble down and in. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3 swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Griffith and the inning. He's up to 4 today. Bottom 4, we're tied at 3. Winkelson, Daugherty, and Manning do up. Here's Winkelson. He doubled his first time up, and he scored a run. He's 1-for-1 today. Fastball down and in. Line at the middle. Pass. Oh, nice knockdown by Willis on the dive. To first in time. Nice play. Shortstop playing Gold Glove caliber out there. 1 down. Now to bring up DDP, who doubled in a runner first time up and then scored a run later herself. Fastball down and in, a strike called, 0-1. Heater up and in, 1-1. Kaiser back to neutral mojo here. Heater low, 2-1. Curveball up and away, line in the left field, but it's right at Cracker, 2 down. Base is empty for the man. He's 1-for-1 with an RBI single today. Fastball up and in, ripped in the gap, and Manning's got extra bases as Bambino gives chase. Ball rolling all the way to the wall out there. Throw in is going to be in, hold Manning to a double, but that is his second hit today. He's 2 for 2, and he's in scoring position for Griffith. Griffith lined out the shortstop his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fastball middle of the plate, fouled off on the check swing, or on the power swing, 0-1. Fastball up and in line at the middle. Willis dives, makes the catch again. Another gold play for the shortstop as she's keeping her team in the game. To the 5th, we're tied at 3. Wheels, Cracker, and Liner due up. One of these times, there'll be a hole in that glove, and we'll capitalize on it big.
Now batting, the center fielder, Windy Wheels.
There's Wheels, 0 for 2 today. His fastball down in the way. Strike called, 0-1. Change up and in. High, 1-1. Seamer up and away. High, 2-1. Four-seamer down and in. Grounder to third, right at Manning. He'll charge it to first. 1 down. Did she get hurt? Let me check. Cracker up 1 for 2 today with a single. She did not. She is fine. She's good. That would have been nice, though. That would have mean they had to take her out, though. First pitch curveball away. Strike call to Cracker at the knees. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Chopped at the middle. Diaz charges. Backhands at the first. 2 down. Nope. Soon. Next up, Liner 0 for 2. First pitch 2-seamer up and away. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Line to third, right at Manning, who doesn't even move as he just puts the glove up. 1-2-3 inning for Griffith. Bottom 5, we're tied at 3. Rookie keeping us in it. Diaz, Shoei, and Worrymore due up. Here's Diaz, 1 for 2 today with a double. Strike away on the heater, 0-1. Diaz has also scored a run today. Slider outside, 1-1. Outside heater, 2-1 the count. Fastball down in the way is fouled off. 2-2 the count as Kadad activates for Kaiser. Curveball down and in is ripped foul. We'll do it again. Fastball up. Grounder to short right at Willis. Easy play for the shortstop. Child's play. 1 down. Next up, Shoei. He singled in a run last time up. He's 1 for 2 and locked in. 5 hits already this postseason for Shoei. He's 5 for 7. Strike in there at the letter is 0-1. Curveball the knees, line to center field, make it 6 for 8. Shoei keeps ripping. He'll be on with a 1-out single. Next up, Worrymore, 1 for 2 today with the single. Fastball inside, a strike called, 0-1. Runner goes. Fastball in there for a strike. Throw down by Muddy Water. Not even close. Shoei steals his first bag as a member of the Buzzards. He's 1 for 1 in the postseason. Kadad and Whiffer now active here for both players. 0-2 pitch coming to Worrymore. Slider below the knees, chopped in the hole to short. Liner cuts it off to first in time, 2 down. Runner at third now for Swiner. Buck 0 for 2 today, looking to get out of his little slump here. Curveball middle in. Swiner crushes the hanger into the gap. It goes. 1 hop into the wall. We take the lead for the first. Second time today, it is 4-3. Attaboy, Buck. Attaboy. Actually, I think that's our first lead today. Next up is a burnout. He's 0 for 2. He lined out the shortstop last time up. Let's see what he does here with RBI man this time. Slider away, misses from Kaiser. Ball 1. Heater inside, 2-0. Fastball away, swung through it, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, turned on and cracked to left, but it's going to hang up for Cracker. That ends the inning. And to the 6th, we're up 1, though, as Swiner delivers the RBI double. 4-3. Bambino, Godsendis, and Del Cruz do up against the rookie Griffith. Here's Bambino, 2 for 2 today. Singled last time up. He's also hit a solo homer. Still locked in. First pitch curveball down and in. Check swing low. Ball 1 is who he's sitting curve. But is he sitting second pitch changeup? Changeup in the dirt. Not quite. Low, though. 2-0. Four-seamer down and in. Line to third. Manning dives under his glove, and it's going to be into left field. Manning not the greatest of fielders, so he probably wouldn't have caught that anyway, but I like the effort. Third hit for Bambino. He's 3 for 3 today. Leadoff man on for Godsendis, who singled home Bambino last time up. He is 1 for 2. Zoomer down and away. Chop foul. 0-1. Zoomer down and in. Grounded the first. Already dives off her glove. Ricochets to Diaz, who flips the first in time. 1 down. Nice teamwork play there on the 3-4-3. Fielder's choice, though, allows Bambino to get the second as the tying run. That'll bring up Dela Cruz. Struck out swinging last time up. She is 0 for 2. And Tense. She is 0 for 6 here in the postseason. First pitch 2-seamer up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down and away. Outside. Ball 1. Fastball up. Runner goes for third. Throw by Oliver in time. Burnout says, nah, you ain't getting me this time, Bambino. He's down for 0 for 1 on steals in the postseason. 2 down in the inning as that was an uncalled for aggressive steal. 2-1 count here to Dela Cruz. 2-seamer down in the way. Check swing strike. 2-2. Change up and in. Chased it inside. Strike 3 swinging. 5th punch out for Griffith. Bottom 6 hits 4-3. Winkelson, Daugherty, and Manning due up. I mean, that wouldn't have been the first thing I would have picked out about her. I would have picked out the fact that she can't hit a lick. But hey, all right, I'll take it. They are a little much on the eyes, aren't they? Next up is Wink. He's 1 for 2 today with the double. Slider in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball away. Strike called. 1-1. Curveball middle in. Ripped into left field. Base hit for Wink. His second hit today. He is 2 for 3. A reverse jack. Okay, I got you. Next up, Daugherty. 1 for 2 with the RBI double earlier in the game. Pitch out. Nothing doing here. Pick off to first. Nothing doing still. Wink's going to go. Fastball in there with the letters. Throw down by Muddy Water. No chance. Wink steals his first base of the postseason. He's 1 for 1. 1-1 count now to Daugherty with the RBI chance. Fastball middle in. Lined into center field. That's might get it done. Wink to third. He'll hold, though, as that's a good throw from Wheels. Runners at the corners with none down. Holy hell, her fielding is broken, correct, and so is her speed, too. You could just pinch runner all day. Next up is the man, Ed Manning, 2 for 3 today, driving in a run earlier on a single. Last time at the plate, he doubled. Infield in here to protect the runner at third. Slider at low, ball 1 from Kaiser. Fastball up and in. Manning's going to line that to center field. That'll get it done. Wheels there to make the catch. Tagging is Wink. Sack fly for Manning. His second RBI today. It is 5-3. 1 down runner at first as the infield moves back to double play depth. Here's the pitcher, Griffith. Griffith is at 66 pitches. I could get another inning out of you, Rook. Give me the bunt. Okay. With feeling this time, goddammit. 0-1. There we go. That's the spirit. Sack bunt works. Daugherty the second, 2 down. Here's Diaz, 1 for 3 with a double. Head of the class looking to drive in the run. It would be his first RBI in the postseason if he succeeds here. Kaiser now tense. Fork ball at the knees. Diaz hit that off the end of the bat. That's a sky ball to center. Wheels there to make the catch. That will end the inning. No bunt for you. Now I'm thinking of the soup Nazi. To the 7th, it's 5-3. Willis, Muddy Water, and Kaiser due up.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Willis leading off the inning, 1 for 2 today with a single. Facing Griffith, who's already got a quality start on the board. Fastball up and away is outside, ball 1. Looking to keep it that way. Ball down and in, low, 2-0. Seamer inside, strike called, 2-1. Change up away. Grounder up the middle of the second. Diaz there makes the play to first. 1 down. Next up, Muddy Water, 1 for 2 with an RBI double today. First pitch curveball down at the knees, lined at the middle. Diaz lunges to his left, off his glove into right center. Good effort from head of the class, but he just couldn't secure it. Second hit today for Muddy Water. He's 2 for 3 as Griffith down to neutral mojo. Here's Kaiser. 0 for 2 today for Noah, and he will be pinch hit for by Marco DeMarco. who was hitless in the first game. He went 0 for 3 as an injury replacement for Bambino. First pitch fastball down and in. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Two-seamer away, outside, 1-1. Reach at the knees. DeMarco grounds it up the middle of the short. Diving Shohei makes the stop. Flips a second in time. Fires to first. Relay throw is late, but it is a fielder's choice. 2 down. Runner still at first. Yeah, Godsendas can make that play. That's right. Next up, Wheels 0 for 3. And Godsendas wasn't even locked in either. Fastball called a strike at the knees away. 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. Check swing strike. It's 0-2. Griffith looking for a strikeout here. Be a great way to cap off his first career postseason start. Go ball down and in the dirt. 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. 6 punch out for the rookie, and he puts a 0 on the board in the 7th. Good job for him. Coming out of the bullpen is Matt Gunn. Bottom 7, it is 5-3. Shohei, Worrymore, and Swiner do up against Gunn. Shohei 2 for 3 today. He singled twice and also drove in his first run of the postseason. He is now locked in. Gunn in Game 1, if you all remember, if you were here, he pitched 3 1/3 innings in relief of the injured Gonzalez. He gave up 2 earned runs. ERA's at 5.40 with a 1.20 whip. 3 hits surrendered, 1 walk, 1 home run ball to the Wink. 231 batting average against is actually the best out of the bullpen for that game. Shohei ready? Here we go. Fastball away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball at the knee. Shohei cracks that to center field on the hard hit liner, but it's right at Wheels. 1 out. Unlucky. Next up, Worrymore, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball away, low in the dirt, ball 1. Low again, 2-0. Chased it high that time, 2-1. Bad swing there for Worrymore. Throw ball down in the way, chopped up the middle. Nice diving stop by Del Cruz. Fires to first in time, 2 down. Respect. Soaking good on top of him, fair enough. Here's Swiner, 1 for 3 with an RBI double last time at the plate. Away misses, ball 1. High again, 2-0. Fastball away, 3-0 to Big Country. Low, ball 4, and that is a 4-pitch walk. First for Gunn. First of the game for the Grapplers pitching staff. Here's Oliver, 0 for 3. Burnout, hitless today. We're going to pinch hit. Coming off the bench, backup catcher Jaden Norris, who ripped shit at the end of the year. He hit over 400 off the bench. Hit a home run in the regular season finale as well, which was the catalyst for us kicking the shit out of the Overdogs. 5th-year catcher looking to make some noise. Outside pitch active for him here. Fastball low, ball 1. Unfortunately, bad jumps active for Buck over at first base. Don't expect him to steal. Chased it outside, hitting the hole to short. Willis charges. That's an easy play for the Gold Glover, and that ends the inning. To the 8th, we're up 2 runs, 5-3 the score. Cracker, Liner, and Bambino do up as Griffith done after 7 innings of work in his postseason debut. He gives up 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, only 3 earned runs on 1 home run ball. Big improvement for him. Only 78 pitches thrown. Cracker do a purr to lead off the 8th inning. We are going to pinch hit coming out of the bullpen second. Pinch hit. Fuck, am I smoking? Coming out of the bullpen, 2nd-year reliever Hesto Despot. Despot in the regular season, he did all right. He had a 5.84 ERA. He got it under 6 in his last appearance. He had a big meltdown in his next to last appearance of the year. Finished at 1-1. 8 games appeared, and he got a save through 12 1/3 innings. 13 hits surrendered. 13 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 homers. Batting average against was actually the best out of the bullpen at 260, though. Fair enough, fair enough. First pitch from Despot, fastball down and into Cracker. Off Norris's glove as he's a little rusty. He did sit out Game 1, of course. Strike called, though, nevertheless. Change up away. Outside, 1-1. You see him up and in. Strike called, 1-2. Go down and in. Check swing called, strike 3 at the knees. Despot gets his first punch out of the postseason. 1 down, and that'll bring up Liner, 0 for 3. First pitch, 2-seamer inside. Ripped foul, 0-1. Ball down and away. Check swing strike. 0-2. Fastball up and away. Liner in the hole to short. Backhanded by Shelby on a hop to first. 2 down. Next up, Bambino, 3 for 3 today. He's singled twice and hit a solo home run. He's also been thrown out trying to steal a base. It's fastball up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in, low, ball 1. Change it down and away, low, 2-1. The ball up and in, fouled off, 2-2 the count. Fastball down and in, fouled off again. We'll stay alive here. Seamer up and away, high, full count. Four-seamer down and away. Blew it by him. Strike 3 swinging. He was looking off speed. Second punch out of the inning for Despot. 1-2-3 inning for him out of the pen. Bottom 8. It's still 5-3. Wink, Doherty, and Manning due up. Looking for some insurance here. Winkelson 2 for 3 today. He's doubled and singled. Strike in there. 0-1. Cutter outside. 1-1 the count. Heater away. 2-1. Fastball at the knees, turned on and ripped foul. 2-2 the count as K-Man activates for Gunn. Fastball middle in, grounder to short. Easy play for Willis. 1 down. OG member looking like a rookie. Fair enough. Here's Doherty. Fastball outside, ball 1. Fastball low, 2-0. Doherty in the driver's seat here. Fastball at the knees, line to short, right at Willis. 2 down. Unlucky. Next up, Manning, 2 for 2 today. He has hit a sac fly, doubled and singled in a run. 2 RBIs on the game for Ed, as coming out of the bullpen is the specialist, Ricky McFarland, the closer. Only reliever to not appear in the first game for the Grapplers. Left-hander will face Manning. Fastball is high, ball 1. Fastball down and in, grounded at the middle, right to Dela Cruz on the backhand to first. 1-2-3 inning for the combined efforts of Gunn and McFarland. To the 9th, it is still 5-3. Last chance to dance for the Grapplers as they look to keep their postseason alive. Godsendez, Dela Cruz, and Willis are the last chance. Despot staying out there after the clean 8th inning. See if he can get the save. Godsendez leading off 1 for 3 with the RBI single earlier in the game. First pitch curveball down in the dirt, ball 1. First pitch down and in, strike called, 1-1. Change up and in, way inside and high, 2-1. First seamer up and away, high, 3-1. Seamer down and in, low, called a strike, okay, full count. We take those. Change up at the knees, fouled off, we'll do it again. Seamer up and away. Fouled off again. Ball away. 8th pitch grounded up the middle. Diaz dives, makes the stop, fires the first in time. 1 down. Good play. Head of the class as Despot's locked in. Here's Dela Cruz, 0 for 3. Yeah, good God. Those patterns on those compressed sleeves are ugly. Jesus. I can understand why you hate them. Fastball up and in, blew it by her, 0-1. My God. What an ugly swing there. Change up away, outside, 1-1. Seamer away, check swing strike, 1-2. Ball down and in. Swung through it, strike 3. 3rd punch out for Despot. 2 down, last chance is Willis. Shortstop 1 for 3 today with a single. She's been saving them in the field. Can she keep their hopes alive with an at-bat? Quality at-bat. Fastball away, line to right field. She will. That's a single. Got to bring the tying run to the plate here with 2 down. Here's Bryson Muddywater. Catcher has doubled in a run today. He's 2 for 3. They're pinch hitting. They're taking it out of his hands and putting in Betty Sparks. Sparks did pinch hit for Muddywater in the first game, and she also delivered a single. Outside pitch active. First pitch curveball middle in. Strike called from Despot, 0-1. Off to first, nothing doing. Willis has good speed. Despot does drop his mojo because of that, as he got himself out of his own groove. Receiver down and in. Inside, 1-1. Receiver up and in. Blew it by Sparks, 1-2. Tough out now active for the veteran. Change it down and in. Inside, 2-2. Get off first, nothing doing. Yellow would work exactly, especially on the dark red and gray uniforms. Like, ugh, does not pop right. Receiver up and in. Chased it, strike 3, fourth punch out for Despot. He gets the 6-out save as the Buzzards win big and sweep the Grapplers out of the playoffs. Once again, we knock them out. 5-3 your final here in Game 2. It was a quick early spread for both teams, getting 3 runs in the first 3 innings, and then they toned it. Paxton Griffiths just settled down and said, this is what I can do when I'm, actually good, not giving up bombs. And we chipped in some insurance runs in the middle innings and just cruised all the way to victory. That's what we need. Big GGs all around for everybody. Hitless today for the Grapplers: Wheels, Liner, Dela Cruz, Sparks, Kaiser, and DeMarco. Both their pinch hitters failed to get on base. RBIs, though, Bambino had a solo home run, then Godsendis an RBI single, and Muddy Water an RBI double. For us, hitless today, Burnout. Shocking, he burned out after 1 game. Norris, the pinch hitter, also did not get a hit. Neither did the pitcher Griffith, but he's a pitcher, I expect that. RBIs today, Jameer Shoei gets his first as he singles in a run. Buck Swiner hits a RBI double. Doherty has an RBI double. Manning has a sac fly and an RBI single. Good day for Ed there at the bottom of the lineup. Lead paced the team. Pitching lines, Kaiser goes 6 innings, 11 hits, 5 earned runs given up. He takes the loss, falling to 0-1. Gunn and McFarland combined for 2 scoreless innings out of the pen, with only 1 walk given up by Gunn. For us, Paxton Griffith gets his first win of his career in any capacity, as he was winless this season. 7 innings, quality start, 8 hits, 3 earned runs given up with 6 strikeouts and a home run ball. He improves to 1-0 in the postseason. And Hesto Despot, the 2 innings save, 1 hit given up with 4 strikeouts, first save of the postseason. Player of the game is Hovind Bambino. I mean, he did have the home run, so I guess favoritism. After that is Ed Manning with his 2 RBI day, and Paxton Griffith with his quality start as the 3rd place finisher. With that, we sweep our way into round 2, so we will get that extra little bit of rest we need while we await our divisional opponent that will face us. It will either be the Crocs, who are the 2 seed, or the Overdogs, who are the 3 seed. Either way, we will not have home field advantage. Because, as you know, we are the bottom seed here in the brackets, so it is what it is. Let's sim and see who our opponent will be in round 2 next episode. Reminder, Moose have already locked themselves in. Hot Corners looking to avoid the upset. They will choke it away and lose 9-7 in the extra innings, as Wild Pigs will advance to round 2. Overdogs take care of business against the Crocs, winning 5-1. And the Wild Pigs win a pitcher's duel in Game 1 against the Moose. 1-0 the score. Potential rematch in the finals? Anybody? Jackman moving on. And his team is in the driver's seat in that second set. They'll be at home. So both sides of the bracket, it is 3 versus 4. And I think overall we are the actual bottom seed because we have a lower run differential than the Wild Pigs, I think. Let me go back and check real quick here. Wild Pigs have +6. We have +6. Ooh, it's a dead heat draw. All right, I guess it'd go to whichever team the AI favors. Probably them, but, you know, it is what it is. Alrighty, here's the preview for the pitching matchup in Game 1 of Round 2. Next episode, the Conference Finals. Taking on the division rival Overdogs. We'll send the left-hander third-year pitcher Emily Bond. Bond then trade to the Hill, who had 2 complete game shutouts in the postseason last year. And one of them, coincidentally, against the man she's facing, Lover Kim, who we just beat the piss out of in the regular season finale to get into the playoffs. Kim has, however, beat us this season as well when we played the Grapplers the first time this year. So, bit of a tit for tat there this year against him. We did, however, beat him in the postseason last year, as I already stated. So, we'll see who this favors, really. There's some history here. Lover Kim's going to be one of our pitcher rivals. Ooh, the lore. The lore. Alright, we'll set the lineup here for the first game next episode, and we'll call it a day from there. Looks like it's the same 8 starters as last 2 games. The only difference is Oliver moves up to the 4. Swiner is down to the 5. That's literally the only change in the lineup. Let's run it down for you. Diaz will lead off at second. Shoei is locked in at shortstop, batting second. Worrymore will be out in right. Oliver will be catching. Swiner will be in left. Winkelson will be in center. Doherty at first. And Manning over at third with Bon on the hill. And that is going to do it for this big episode, guys. Got through the first round of the playoffs rather painlessly, I might say. We sweep the Grapplers out. Final scores in those games: 5-3 in Game 2 and 9-5 in Game 1. Now we're into the second round as we're taking on the 3-seeded Overdogs, a division rival who we split the season series with this year. We went 1-1, so we'll see who will come out on top in our quest to repeat as league champions from last season. Tune in next time to see if we can get it done. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Obviously, I love all the support. Love seeing everyone in the chat rooting us on. Go Buzzards, go. Almost a 2-hour episode here today, so hopefully you enjoyed every minute of it. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And over on YouTube, if you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch in the description below. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off.